Hello, I'm Mick, and this is Movies TV Mad, and welcome to Movies TV Mad Live. Smash the like button, say hello, check out my poll. Are you excited for Wonder Woman 3? Yes, 75%, no, 25%. Just getting rid of this notification. Notifications are the bane of my life. So welcome to the live chat. Come and say hello. Let's have a chat so we can start talking. So it looks like we're going to get a huge Wonder Woman 3 announcement next week. Now, this is from Jeff Conway of Collider. I happily woke up early for a 6 a.m. call with the very kind Gal Gadot, and she surprised me by having Wonder Woman trilogy writer-director Patty Jenkins beside her. What a wonderful call. Our fun Forbes conversation publishes next week, Tuesday, with some very exciting news from Gal. So this must be about Wonder Woman 3. Now, is this what we're expecting? The announcement? Or could it be that Patty's announcing that she's producing and somebody else is directing? It'll be very interesting to see what happens next Tuesday via Forbes. So I'm excited for that one. Let's see who's on the chat. Abraham Herrera. Good evening, Abraham. Not sure if I'm excited. You need to know one way or the other, my friend. You're either excited or you're not excited. I'm always excited for upcoming DC films. I think that Patty Jenkins absolutely did a terrible job with Wonder Woman 84. If we're stuck with her, we're stuck with her. I think it's ridiculous when a movie fails creatively like that, but there you go. Hunter Icky, Movies TV Mad, what is your thoughts on Aqualad TV series for HBO Max? When I first saw it, I laughed, I mocked it over on my Twitter, but then I thought about it. It's an origin story, it's based on a comic, and it could be very, very interesting. John, good evening, Mick. Good evening, John. Let's clear my throat. I'm going to need my throat. I'm not much good for you. Yes, so I think the Aqualad thing will be interesting. It could be another project we never ever see, but we'll have to wait and see. It hasn't got a writer, hasn't got a director yet, hasn't been casted, but it's interesting. I mean, it's a weird thing to announce just before Discovery's merger with AT&T on Friday, but there you go. You can have me live twice a day now. I will be here 10 a.m. every day, 10 a.m. UK time for the Movies TV Mad Daily, where I will update you live with everything that's going on in DC live action and entertainment, thoroughly in entertainment, where I think it's interesting. And I'll be here every evening like I am now with Movies TV Mad Live. Hunter Icky, Movies TV Mad, do you think we will get Young Justice like a live action series? I think it's possible. It's a possibility eventually, yes. Abraham Herrera, evening, Mick. It doesn't have to be a woman directing it, you know. Listen, this is the rule of Hollywood now, that women have to direct women. I agree with you. It shouldn't have to be a woman. It should just be the best person for the job. But that's not the way Hollywood works anymore. Personally, Chloe Zhao, the director of Eternals, would do a much better job than Patty Jenkins on Wonder Woman 3. I actually kind of thought that Eternals was a very unique movie. And anyone who was expecting a typical Marvel movie for Eternals doesn't know anything about the Eternals. I think Chloe Zhao would have done a great job with Wonder Woman 3. We will see what they're going to say next Tuesday. Very interesting. There's going to be some kind of announcement. Gal's got exciting news. And considering Patty Jenkins was there as well, they're either talking about the other film they're doing together, which is Cleopatra, but I would suspect there's something brewing about Wonder Woman 3. Finally, a lot of things are going to be green-lit now the merger has happened. We are now Warner Brothers Discovery. They're officially open for business today. And we will see what transpires in the days and weeks to come. Abraham Herrera, yeah, Eternals was interesting at the very least. Not as bad as they made it out to be. It's not a bad film, but the Eternals are very different kind of characters in a different world. So, and she's a big fan of Man of Steel, by the way, Chloe. Big fan. So, and she has a very similar sensibilities as a director to Zack Snyder. So I think she would make a very, very good Wonder Woman 3. But we will wait and see what transpires. These announcements will be coming thick and fast next week, next Monday. The Batman premieres on HBO Max, which is very exciting. I think it's good. I like the idea of the 46-day window, because there's some people who can't afford to go to cinemas. I know cinephiles are obsessed about the movie theatre experience, but it's been there for 46 days. If you didn't see it within those 46 days, you're not going to see it. Be nice for people to be able to watch it on the couch at home, I think. It's been out there for over a month now. It's done very well. But the problem is, this kind of idea that the longer you leave it in cinemas, the more it makes, is a dumb take, because new movies are released, so at the end of the day, you're not going to make any more money because there's more competition out there anyway. Via HBO Max, there's sponsorships, there's subscribers. It's a good idea. But cinephiles just don't get it, because they've got money to go and watch the Batman 20 times. But there's people out there who can't afford it, but can afford $10, $20 or whatever it is a month for HBO Max. So we've got to be fair. Come on, you lot. You're not very talkative tonight, are you? So Wonder Woman 3, eh? What announcement will we get? Very interesting. John, we should get a trailer for 4-4 this week. Maybe, hopefully. I think they're just stirring people up a bit by delaying the trailer. We shall see what's happened. What's going on with that movie? I fear the worst. Reno Jack, happy Monday, Mick. Hope it's a good one. It is so far, yeah. But what time is it here? It's nearly 8 o'clock at night here, so my day is almost done. So I'm having a good day. I'm okay. I'm still alive. That's the main thing. Let's see if we have a good live chat. Let's see if people are going to be chatting. What have you got to say? What are you thinking? What are your thoughts about movies? How are you feeling about the success of Sonic 2? Do you think gaming movies are going to take over the industry? Android 118XX, do you think we'll see Cheetah again? Can't remember. Did Wonder Woman 2 got rid of Cheetah's powers for good? Well, she certainly ended up still hating Diana. I'm not sure she's lost her powers. Abraham Herrera, and I do expect Android 118XX to see her in the third movie. Abraham Herrera, sorry, Mick, my hands were busy. But I'm, where are we? Sorry, Mick, my hands were busy, but I'm listening. I was very excited for Wonder Woman 84, and I felt so let down that I can't feel excitement for Wonder Woman 3. Abraham Herrera, I hope they do her justice, though. So do I. So do I. And cinemas will be open this time. There'll be no escape. This film went under the hood and got away with it because there were no official numbers in movie theatres, because that film was released on HBO Max and in theatres at the peak of the pandemic. And that's how that film got away with everything. Because if there was no pandemic, I don't think that film would have made a lot of money. It would have had a big opening, then it would have been dropping off very quickly. John, Wonder Woman 3 can't be as bad as Wonder Woman 1984, can it? Is that a challenge? Are you challenging them? Yeah, it can. Reno Jack, if video games are the next trend in film, I really hope they make a Grand Theft Auto film of some kind. Yes, that would be awesome. Android 118 XX. Hopefully the Wonder Woman 3 villain is much harder and that Wonder Woman and Cheetah will do a tag team fight. Cheetah in the comics is amazing. Cheetah in the DCAU is amazing. She was not amazing in Wonder Woman 84. Ahmed Hicka, hey movies, TV mad, let's flash talk. Let's indeed. Reno Jack, or maybe a Western like Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, why not? There are so many possibilities as long as you get people who understand said games. Abraham Herrera, also, I think nobody has gone over the fact that they actually scrapped Zack's idea for the first Wonder Woman with that picture of her holding several heads. Exactly. Ahmed Hickas, so any news about Ezra Miller's future as the Flash? There is no news whatsoever. And there will not be any news. Pretty much everything is as it was. For all intents and purposes, he's still the Flash. He will continue to be the Flash. Reno Jack, a Zelda film would be absolutely insane. I see a lot of potential there with the extensive lore of the game. Yes, but you'd have to make it epic. And you need to understand the game. Ahmed Hikal, what does that mean? Exactly what I said, Ahmed Hikal. Read my lips. He's still the Flash. He will continue to be the Flash. And that's that. I can't really be any clearer than that. He's not going to be fired. Nothing's going to happen. This is the entertainment industry. If we removed everyone who behaved badly in Hollywood, there would be no Hollywood. This is Movies TV Mad Live. Check out the poll. Are you excited for Wonder Woman 3? Yes, 62%. No, 38%. Come on the chat. Have a chat. What's on your mind in terms of entertainment? Let me know. Have a chat. Tell me what you're thinking about. We don't have to talk about DC anything in entertainment. And if I understand it or know about it, I will respond. If I don't watch it, if I don't know about it, then I can't help you, unfortunately. Reno Jack, what are your thoughts on the Super Mario Brothers movie? God, these bloody messages. Go away. Right. What are your thoughts on the Super Mario Brothers movie from the 90s? A unique take that modern directors wouldn't dare to try, in my opinion. A new one would likely be more kid-friendly. Listen, I liked that film. It didn't do very well, but I liked it. And yeah, you're right. It was an interesting take. We don't get really interesting takes in anything anymore because they're all creatively bankrupt and extremely lazy. When you make a film via a computer, what can I tell you? They all became lazy. George Lucas created all this technology via Star Wars. And he gave us an interesting, amazing medium. But it's being abused. It's being abused now. Bat Super. I was listening to a podcast with Zack Snyder, and he said he directed a music video with Nils Lundgren, Bruce Springsteen, and Ringo Starr in the early 90s. That's right. Zack used to do music videos. He used to do advertisements. Yeah, that's how Zack started. He also went to an art school in London. Actually, all you have to do is see the documentary for the Snyder Cut on Zack Snyder's Justice League, Snyder Cut's Blu-ray and 4K. some interesting stuff on that about him. He's a very interesting man. John, what are your thoughts on Chris Pratt as the voice of Mario in the Mario movie that is coming out this year? Well, I spoke about this on today's Movies TV Mad Daily, where people are mad that he's getting all the work. But there's lots of people getting lots of work. Why do nobody complain about that? I wonder why. I like Chris Pratt. He's got a great screen presence. He's a good actor. And I can't wait to see what he does with it. Abraham Herrera, you're right. It feels like we've been watching the same 5 story arcs since the 90s. Yep. Creatively bankrupt. Reno Jack, crazy how CGI in films has gone from revolutionary to very overdone. In most instances, I agree, Reno Jack. I'd love to see a practically shot movie. Totally. Superman the movie is literally nearly 90% practically shot. I know it's expensive. I know it's difficult, but they did it. And all they have to do is use CGI when they really have to. Manuel Mal, wow, I didn't know Wonder Woman 3 announcement was coming. When is it? Next Tuesday. There's an interview on Forbes, and they've got Patty Jenkins and Gal Gadot. And apparently Gal's got some exciting news, and I'm assuming it's Wonder Woman 3 news. And now the merger's happened, there should be a lot more announcements. Yeah, as I say, it's amazing. George Lucas created all this technology, and at first it was exciting, and now it's just overdone. Even the sky the actors are under is CGI these days. This is how bad it is. Even the actors' faces are touched up with CGI. It's filtered, it's fake, it looks fake, and you can tell even the best people, it doesn't look good. CGI never really looks real. I mean, the only director I've ever seen that's really done great with CGI is Zack Snyder, where, I mean, the armor in Man of Steel looks so real. You can't even tell that's CGI. John, did you ever see the Street Fighter movie from the 90s? I did. It was okay. Manuel Mayo, we need the filming and announcements to be quick because this waiting strategy of WB is getting out of hand. Reno Jack, please correct me if I'm misinformed. But in my opinion, I felt the Batman was a good amount of practical effects. Yes, you wouldn't have a CGI Batman movie, would you, Reno Jack? Hishan Kissy, hey Mick, watched the Batman again after the hype died down and can proudly say that it might be my favourite Batman movie. The story felt so small and contained, contrary to other Batman films. I think all Batman films are valid. The Batman's a very good film. I'm not sure if it's my favourite Batman film, so yeah. Bat Super, what do you think about the new screen technology they use in Star Wars? I forget the name of it. Well, here's the thing. I don't know much about it. I watch The Mandalorian and all that, and I don't really notice anything different, but it's there. But in terms of what I think about it, it's pretty needless. George Lucas proved that you could make great Star Wars films. Now, the prequels had a lot of CGI in, and even George was like a kid with a new toy. Manuel Mail, when do you think the Batman 2 will be announced? That's a good question. Now the merger's happened, sooner rather than later. Maybe they're waiting to see how it does on HBO Max. But I expect a sequel to come very soon. A sequel announcement. John, the CGI for Thanos in Infinity War was great. Yes, just as great as Darkseid in Zack Snyder's Justice League Snyder Cut. I mean, there's no excuses for bad CGI, to be honest with you. I don't credit people for good CGI because it should be good CGI. You've got the computer there, sit there, make it great. It's quite simple, really. There's never an excuse for bad CGI. Zack Snyder rushed out and CGI'd in a 4-hour movie, and it looks fucking amazing. So there's no excuses. There's never excuses for bad CGI. unless the person doing the CGI is blind. Mario Mo, hopefully Man of Steel 2 will be announced under this new merger because we badly need a Superman movie. Yes, well, that's one of their priorities, Superman. So something in terms of Superman hopefully will be announced soon. Reno Jack, I think the Batman will age well over time and become more of a favourite once it's in the context of the trilogy. This was the case with Batman Begins as well. Well, I love Batman Begins from the first time I saw it. It's probably still my favourite Batman movie, alongside Batman Returns and probably The Batman, although Batman 89 may even come before The Batman for me. I love The Batman, but it doesn't have to be a favourite. It can be a loved movie, you know. It's only, you know, it doesn't have to be the best movie ever for it to be valid. Bat Super, I like CGI, but it's also cool when they do practical effects. Enchants with CGI when needed. That's what I want for the future to be. CGI should just be there to be used when you've got no other choice. It's something J.J. Abrams did a lot with Star Trek 2009. That's an amazing film. And yeah. The problem is they use it too much. It's overly used. Abraham Harry, you know that type of movie where everything happens in the course of one day or even a few hours, like The Warriors or Training Day or Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I like those movies a lot. Yeah, that's kind of cool when it's just a day. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. You're having a bad day. Well, a bit like Die Hard, the first Die Hard. It's all happening over one evening, isn't it? But I know what you mean. Yeah, they're cool. DOA, Dead on Arrival with Dennis Quaid. That's another one. Brilliant. Cyber Warrior, we only have Jason Momoa, Aquaman, and Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman. I don't understand. There's loads of DC characters. What do you mean, Cyber Warrior? Mario Mayo, I still don't understand how WB considers Superman Returns a failure when it made more money than Batman Begins. Batman got a sequel, but Superman didn't. Superman Returns made under 400 million. I don't know how much the Batman. Look, listen, it's all about the director as well. They obviously preferred Nolan's vision to Singer's vision. I loved Superman Returns. I think any problems could have been fixed in Superman Man of Steel, which is what Singer was going to call it. He was going to be introducing Brainiac. Brainiac was going to disguise himself as Superman's son's Jason, and Superman was going to kill his son by mistake. Singer called it a Wrath of Khan movie. It was going to be amazing, and it's a great shame. Reno Jack, agree, Mick. I always loved this Reeves take on Batman because it's so gritty and comic accurate, but I stand all Batman regardless personally. Ahmed Hickow, so the news of WB holding of Ezra Miller project isn't true. No, they've denied it. Abraham Herrera, oh, and speaking of Die Hard, did you hear about Bruce Willis? I hope he's okay. I wish him the best. Yes, I heard all about it, and I spoke about it when it broke a week or so ago. He was pictured looking very happy with his wife. He's retired, so yeah. Hopefully he can live out the rest of his life in peace. Manuel Mayo, Batman Begins 373 million and Superman Returns 391 million. Yeah, so there's not much in it really. Pretty much the same. I know why, yeah, it's true. But clearly, for some reason, I don't know. I just think they preferred Nolan's take. That's why. That's all I can think of. Maybe there were problems with Singer behind the scenes. He obviously, we know he's a problematic person. But I liked Superman Returns. And the biggest mistake of Superman Returns was taking out the Return to Krypton sequence. That was a brilliant sequence. Hishan Kisha, I can't get the shot where Batman fires 2 grapple guns at the Riddler's followers and bat flips down the Rafflers out of my head in the Batman. Also, Batman's art felt extremely well earned. It certainly did. Very, very good. And yes, you're right. It was an amazing movie. No question about that. Reno Jack, do you like the original Ocean's 11 trilogy? I liked the first movie. I got bored after the first movie, to be honest with you. Milking the cow, as Katie Cassidy, who plays Black Canary in Arrowverse, said. And I think that's a good word for Hollywood. John, do you think Jim Carrey would come back for Sonic the Hedgehog 3? Absolutely, definitely. He's winding people up. He's not retiring. He'll definitely be back. He's just trying to get more money for the third movie. He's much in demand now. And I mean, whoever had the idea to make him the villain of those two movies is smart. Abraham Herrera, this billion-dollar movies are a relatively new thing. Back in the day, if a movie made 500 million, it was a massive success. Yes, they've become more greedy, but also they're spending more money on these films now, and they know the potential is there to make more. Jude the Fourth, I've almost wished he were retiring, not my favourite comedian actor. Oh, right. Well, he's not going to retire. He'll be back. I love Jim Carrey. He's absolutely fantastic. Android 108XX, what are your thoughts on Zaslav calling BVS an epic movie? Well, it's very, very good news. We just have to hope that Zach still wants to do this. We're going to have to wait and see what they're thinking, if they're really interested in restoring the Snyderverse. Admin Hicko, I might ask you this question in every upcoming live that you do, including this one. But are you going to attend the Flash test screening? And when is the next one? I don't know when the next one. I'm in a queue. I am waiting to hear, and I'll let you know. John, it's classic Jim Carrey in the Sonic movies. Yeah. Look, the man, when I first saw him in Ace Ventura, I pinpointed it, and everyone did. The next Robin Williams. So talented. Reno Jack, do you like Kevin Smith? If so, what is your favourite of his films? Personally, mine is Dogma. I'm not a fan, to be honest with you, Reno Jack. And his attitude towards fans after he made the Masters of the Universe animated series on Netflix disappointed me, because I at least did like him before that. But I could tell he was a bit of a shill anyway. Sister Director, greetings, Mick. Greetings. I finally saw Sonic 2 yesterday, and wow, the gaming cinematic universe is building a lot of hype. Everyone was screaming at the end credit. It will be bigger than MCU and DC, no doubt. Yes, I couldn't agree more. Siesta Director. It's going to be the new trend. Jude the Fourth, do you have to be a critic to get into a test screening? No, you don't. I know people who push me in. That's why I know. I don't go via normal channels. Abraham Herrera, I was watching a video earlier today. They were saying fans are already harassing Discovery in a toxic way. I hope it's not true. No, that's just coming from haters who are trying to say the Snyderverse fans are toxic. Of course they're not. Reno Jack, yes, I agree. Kevin Smith has become more and more insufferable over time. Yeah, I'm afraid so. These little elites, I mean, there was an incident on Twitter with Richard Marx, a great singer, love him as an artist. He was swearing at one of his fans for telling him not to swear. And he had a go at her for not agreeing with him. Why are you following me if you don't agree with me? You don't have to follow people because you subscribe to them and agree with them. Maybe she's just playing Right Here Waiting on repeat, mate. Siesta Director, did you hear that Jeremy Irons will still be Alfred in The Flash? That's awesome. I spoke about it on today's Movies TV Mad Daily Live. Yes, apparently, we don't know for sure, but according to Flash Movie News, he will be in the movie, not just talking to the Flash and Batman through earpieces. He will be on screen. Jeremy Irons is a legend. He's a great Alfred. Looking forward to seeing him. Android 118XX. 8 more days till the Batman is released on HBO. That's right. Abraham Herrera, what's wrong with Jude? Jude the Fourth. Will you be getting the Flash comic book? Absolutely, if I can. Here in Cyprus, there's not really, I don't know where there's any comic shops, but I will try and, if I can, order it via Amazon. So I'm very interested in that. Exciting. Give us some clues about the movie. Bat Super. Kevin Smith was at his best during his Fat Man the Batman podcast when he interviewed all the comic book creators. Yep. Reno Jack. Insane how celebrities with their millions allow themselves to get wound up on social media. If you don't like what people have to say, just walk away from the screen. The problem is they're overly political. They talk politics 24/7, and people are fed up of it. Ahmed Hikal, what do you think of Flashpoint Beyond comic trailer? What do I think of the Flashpoint Beyond comic trailer? I haven't seen any such trailer. Ethan Kisha, the Batman will be released on April the 18th on HBO Max, correct? Does anyone know when it will be releasing on iTunes? Probably when it comes off of HBO Max. Siesta Director. I didn't see today's DC update. Any update on Warner Brothers Discovery? Restore the Snyderverse was trending 135k over an hour ago. Yes, no, there's no updates at the moment, and I don't expect any anytime soon. John, what is your thoughts on the Grinch movie with Jim Carrey? Fantastic. What a movie. Carrey pulls it off again. So good. By the way, HBO Max have reiterated that they have got no plans to release the air cut. And that was from Michael Oziello. Jude the Fourth, as much as I love the Batman, they need to give the character, along with Spider-Man and Superman, a rest. Nope, disagree. And they're not going to give Batman a rest, so there you go. I mean, I could argue with you, we've had a Flash TV show for 8 series. Maybe there shouldn't be a film. Maybe the Flash needs a rest as well. But of course, Jude, because you're a Flash stan, you're not going to agree with it. You see how it's all about perspective and bias? Siesta Director, Jim Carrey was amazing on Sonic movies after Sonic's success. If so, will it do well like Sonic? I hope so. I hope so. Well, they're doing a Mario animated movie, aren't they? Android 118XX. Siesta Director, Jim Carrey was amazing on Sonic 2. I know he'll be back to finish the third. He is a Dr. Robotnik. He absolutely is. Robotnik, should I say. Better get my words right. Reno Jack, what is your favourite Mike Myers film? Crazy how his career played out after the Cat in the Hat disaster. Well, listen, we can all pinpoint to a film that didn't do so well. But he was amazing in that film. He's always amazing. Look, I think his Wayne's World was genius. Then you've got Austin Powers, and he's always reiterated he made those films because he loves James Bond. He's not mocking James Bond in those films. He said, I'm not sure which one's my absolute favourite, to be honest. Jude the Fourth, technically, though, we've only had 3 Flashes in live action, and 2 of them are a bit subpar to average. Doesn't matter. There's been a Flash TV series back in the day. There's 8 seasons of a Flash series. So if you want to argue about resting characters, I can say to you, well, maybe your favourite character should be rested as well. So when it's the other way around, you see, it becomes problematic, you see. That's the thing. That's why I think when people say this should be rested or that should be rested, I find it a little bit contrived. Siesta Director, Mario's being made now, and Chris Pratt is doing Mario's voice. Correct. I'm not sure if it's live action or animated. It's animated. Nintendo announced it back in November or December 2021. Correct. Android 118XX. Who is your favourite Sega character? Oh, I think Sonic. I think Sonic's always been my favourite. I think he's most people's favourite. Who is your favourite one? Android 108XX, who is your favourite Sega character? Let us know. We have 11 beautiful viewers, 7 beautiful likes, and we have a poll. Are you excited for Wonder Woman 3? Yes, 64%. No, 36%. So if you haven't voted on that, please do. If you haven't liked, please like. And if you're subscribed, make sure you're still subscribed. If you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Let's get this channel moving, man. This channel's like the old trains run on steam, running very slowly. Ahmed Hikal, did Discovery officially took over Warner Brothers Media? Yes, we are now Warner Brothers Discovery. They're officially open for business today. Today is their first day. Bat Super, Wonder Woman 3 better not be like 84. I have no hope. Abraham Herrera, was Killer Instinct from Sega? I think it was. I like that game. Could make a good film. I haven't heard of that one, to be honest, and I'm not sure which games company it's with. For me, I like the football games like FIFA and Pro Evolution. I love Sonic. I love Mario. Super Mario Kart is one of my favourite games of all time. John, have you watched the Halo series? If so, what are your thoughts on it? I haven't watched it, but I've heard a lot of complaints about it. Here we go again. The fandom menace are certainly not happy about it, but when are they ever happy? June the 4th, Wonder Woman 84 wasn't that bad in my opinion. It's better than a lot of MCU material. Listen, it has its problems, I think. It's certainly nowhere near as good as the first film. I mean, is it trash? I wouldn't go as far as to say it's trash, but I did find the film underwhelming. Harris Selick, RIP Wonder Woman 3. I still think Jenkins is going to announce she's producing Wonder Woman 3, but not directing it. That could be a thing. So we should be aware of that. Harris, oh no, already done that. Reno Jack, if you were stranded on a deserted island and could only bring 5 films to watch, what would they be? I know it's deserted island, but somehow there would be a TV and a DVD player along. Superman the movie, Star Wars A New Hope, Man of Steel, JFK, one more. What else would I do? Die Hard. Ahmed Hikal, while not going to get any speeches from the new boss after the takeover, he's made his official announcement about the company and its potential, and that's that. He wasn't going to do an official announcement and go, by the way, we're restoring the Snyderverse. Harris Selick, only redeeming quality of Wonder Woman 84 was the relationship between Stephen and Diana. But you know what? I didn't feel it like I did in the first movie. It was there, mainly because of the actors. But yeah, that was probably the only redeemable thing. But I thought Pedro Pascal was good as Maxwell Lord. He's nothing like the Maxwell Lord from the comics. But I did like his motivations and stuff. He wasn't that bad. And Hans Zimmer gave him some great music as well. Abba, what did he say in the announcement? Proud to be taking over, lots of potential, lots of stuff to come, and it's all important, and the customer's important, and that's that. It's all on Twitter. Harris Selick, yeah, I agree. I'm just a sucker for romantic comedy vibes, Imo. Was there any comedy in that film? It wasn't very funny. John, what are some of movies that you have watched and really hated? The Haunting, starring Catherine Zeta-Jones, a former girlfriend, thought it would be great because she wanted to see it because she was a graphic designer. Oh, there's been a lot of films that are... you know what? I don't really hate films. I may think this was boring. I grew up from a generation where we watched a film, shrugged our shoulders, and forgot about it if we didn't like it. Reno Jack, while that you've never watched Seinfeld, I think you'd like it based on Jerry's love of Superman. If references to films like JFK, they had a homage scene to that film that was great. Wow. Yes, I know Jerry Seinfeld, and he's a great Superman fan. He even did a Superman advert. Yeah, he's a big Super fan. Anyone who loves Superman, I love. Ahmed Hikal, anything about DCEU? Nothing about the DCEU from the announcement. Ahmed Hikal and the cinematic universe? Nope. Ahmed Hikal, right. Ahmed Hikal, question mark. Basically, there are no announcements about the DCEU at this moment in time. I would say to everyone that patience is needed. I also expect Zatanna, J.J. Abrams' Zatanna, to be cast very, very soon. Harris Selick, just started rewatching Daredevil, gets better every time. Ahmed Hikal, yeah, I got you. If you got me, who's got you? Abraham Herrera, Patty realised 84 was not very good. That's why when it came out, she tried to be in Snyder's fans' good graces. She even used Beautiful Lie in the movie because she knew that at least his fans would sup. Yes, it's true. Support her. John, one movie I really hated was The Fog remake with Tom Welling. I watched that because Tom was in it and I supported it because I'm a big Smallville fan. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It's just there. Andrew at 118 double X. I'm very interested what Zach will do with Rebel Moon. This time he hasn't got any pressure because he creates his own characters and he could do whatever he likes and face no criticism. It's the biggest project that Netflix have ever got involved with. I'm so excited for it. I think the world is the oyster for that, those two movies. Marcus Walker, Patty's still getting another film is insane to me. I thought it had been scrapped months ago. Well, I was hoping. Hisham Kishi, had Robert Pattinson turned down Batman, Nicholas Hoult would have been the runner-up. How do you think that would have panned out? I love Nicholas, but I don't think so. Scott Edwards, what's up? What's up, Scott? She is the director. It's a shame how Morbius is doing bad each week. Sorry, should have added Andrew as Spider-Man to build up the Amazing Spider-Man 3, leading to Face-Off in the Sonyverse. But it can't always be about cameos. You need an original story. You need to make an actual movie. Reno Jack, which Mark Wahlberg movie was worse? Lovely Bones or The Happening, Lowell? Nothing against him, though. I thought he stole the show in The Departed and has some good films. I think Lovely Bones was worse. John, have you seen the movie 13 Ghosts? I haven't. Android 18, Double X. Do you think Patty's still directing Wonder Woman 3? Is Toby related? Toby greenlit Wonder Woman 3 as soon as Wonder Woman 84 was released. So he's he's not related to her, but Bat Super, I think it's a mistake to downplay the warrior part of Wonder Woman. I agree. It was perfect how Zack Snyder portrayed her. His version should be the blueprint. She can be both compassionate and a warrior. Well, that's what she is. But Patty Jenkins can't get her extreme left mind round it. Harris Selick, have you seen the Snyder cultist saying the Batman is a flop, lol? Yes, and as I keep saying, I don't get triggered by it. The Batman was successful. It's one of the most successful first movies in a DC franchise ever. Simple as that. Scott Edwards, so you think Arrowverse is a good shared universe? I do. I think it should have been the movie universe from 2012. And I think we would have been in a better position now. C.S. the director, Wonder Woman was awesome in BVS. Everyone lost it when we first appeared. Good times, definitely. Bad Super. What I love about Zack's take is that really you can't be compassionate in a realistic world without being ready to use violence when needed. Well, it's a point of view, isn't it? Abraham Herod, the Batman was as successful as BVS and MOS. BVS is a sequel with two superheroes in. BVS should have made $2 billion. It didn't reach its potential, and that's a shame. But you can't judge BVS and the Batman in box office. And MOS was a first movie. It did beat. Basically, it beat MOS. Hands down. Scott Edwards, do you think The Flash and White Canary are good leads? Yes. Harris Selick, the Batman outsold both? No. Yes. It hasn't outsold BVS. BVS made 850 million globally. But BVS should have made 2 billion with those two characters. And BVS cost a lot more to make than the Batman. The Batman cost 100 million. Android 118 Double X. Have you seen the video where Zack has a picture of Wonder Woman holding severed heads in the background as a response to Wonder Woman 84? Yes, I remember. Then he pretended that him and Patty have got a great relationship, which clearly isn't true. Reno Jack, what is your opinion of Robert Rodriguez? Genius. I love him. He's a genius. Didn't he direct a few episodes of The Mandalorian? Scott Edwards, do you think they are setting up a crossover event? Yes, I do, Scott. Harris Selick, although I'm not the biggest fan of BVS, the Rotten Tomatoes critic reviews are criminal. Yes, because critics today are criminals. It's not like we're talking about great critics like Barry Norman here. Anyone can say they're a critic these days. C.S. the director, as a Zack fan, we should just have the current DCEU with Zack Snyder and Air Vision, but the Hamadaverse can keep doing the Batman trilogy away from the DCU. Keep them away from each other. Scott Edwards, who all do you think will be involved in a crossover? Supergirl, Superman, The Flash, for sure. They're the ones. Supergirl's supposed to be in the finale of Superman and Lois, and I'll be so excited. I love Mel. She was great. She was just handed shitty scripts and shitty ideas. But she's a great Supergirl. So that reunion under Todd Helbing as well will be amazing, and I'm so excited. So Supergirl is in the finale of Superman and Lois. From what I'm being told. So it'll be great to have Mel back. I think maybe a better title would have been Superman and Supergirl. Skyders, do you think White Canary will be involved? Unlikely. Jude the Fourth, please just snap away the Arrowverse. Its best days are far behind. Superman and Lois isn't going to save it. Superman and Lois is one of the best adaptations of Superman and one of the best superhero shows ever made. It's pulling it up. It's amazing. And yeah, Arrowverse is a thing. Arrowverse has an audience. Reno Jack, interesting if he did direct. Yeah, they should definitely cancel it, maybe. And the Flash movie. Reno Jack, interesting if he did direct some episodes. I'm not sure. I admittedly haven't checked out The Mandalorian because I was a bit burned out on Star Wars after the last trilogy. Yeah, I think we all was. Scott Edwards, so you have sources that have told you that Melissa is returning. Mel, yes, Mel is going to be in the Superman and Lois finale. Sister Director, when and how would Zack Snyder's Nightmare timeline would come into play before Crisis or way after JL? What are we talking about here? Well, listen, it's going to continue his arc partially, but the idea is to unite the Arrowverse, the DCEU, Zack's people, the new timeline. And basically they'll be fighting Darkseid's minions at first. That will be the beginning. Skydwards, are your sources insiders, lol? I have some sources whose identity I don't know. I have a couple of insiders. Yes, I know a couple of insiders from my time at Hollywood. So there's a mixture. Sometimes they're accurate, sometimes they're not. It's part of the game, but there's nothing wrong with being wrong, as long as you own it and don't deny it. I've been wrong, I've been right. It's cool. It's okay. You know, people who do this kind of thing like I do, and then people who are much more successful than I am, I'm not successful at all, have to own it when they're wrong. And I certainly own it when I'm wrong. Reno Jack never spoke on this, but I think it's absolutely offensive that they are attempting a remake of The Crow. I couldn't agree more, Reno. I think it's disgusting. The Crow movie is fucking perfect. And these creatively bankrupt fools will just embarrass themselves. Hopefully it ends up like the other movie. Never happening. But I couldn't agree more with you, Reno Jack, on this one. For sure. Scott Edwards, I think they would bring White Canary in too. She's a core Arrowverse Justice League member. I think because of the scheduling of Legends, it could be unlikely, Scott. I don't think it's going to be a huge crossover. But I think, for me, Supergirl and Superman reuniting is the biggest thing ever. That's bigger than anything. So I'm happy with that. Bat Super, I want to see Nick Cage Superman, even if it's just for 20-second cameo. I would love that. Abraham Herrera, I hope they don't beat Darkseid with magic like they did with Thanos. Yeah, well, no. Jude the Fourth, I don't mind a remake of The Crow. I didn't think you would. The actor they choose is a better actor than Brandon Lee. You're talking absolute bollocks. Sorry to be disrespectful. But, mate, Brandon Lee did an amazing job and his performance was phenomenal. No one's ever going to top that. I'm sorry. It probably won't be better than the original. It won't be better than the original, Jude. It's a waste of time. It's milking the cow. Scott Edwards, I think we'll find out on May 19th at the CW up front. I don't think they're going to announce the little crossover between Supergirl and Superman. I think it's supposed to be a little surprise, so don't expect to hear anything. Android 180XX. There's a rumor that Jensen Ackles will be cast as Batman in the CW, which he will be in the same universe as Tyler's Superman. I think he's going to be in Gotham Knights because that's where his other cast member is, who played Castiel from Supernatural. I suspect he may be involved, maybe as Batman in Gotham Knights. Harris Selick, Jude back with his takes. I know. Bat Super, have you seen Donnie Darko? Yes, what an amazing film. When they used to make amazing films. Jude the Fourth is the actor that played Pennywise in Andy's film. He's going to kill it. Yes, he's a very good actor, right? But a good actor can't make a good film. You need the scripts, you need the dark, And here's the thing: there's no need to make another Crow. Scott Edwards, I don't care what anyone says. Melissa is not done with Supergirl. I agree. Her and Todd have probably been in talks for a while. I would assume so. Yeah, I think the show was the problem, not her. And the Supergirl TV show was a problem, was a huge problem. The only good thing they ever did was introducing Superman in it. I mean, their version of Jimmy Olsen was an absolute joke. That is not Jimmy Olsen. And I'm not even talking about the colour of the man's skin. 6 foot, muscles. Nah, that ain't Jimmy Olsen. Bat Super, the director of Donnie Darko, said last year that he was deep into writing a script for a sequel. That is correct. Let's hope they don't fuck it up. Scott Edwards, I like the characters though. To be honest with you, I just couldn't get into it, Scott. It wasn't if you just read a Supergirl comic and you'll know what I'm talking about. Abraham Herrera, this guy's defending the Crow remake like I was defending Dragon Ball Evolution, ha ha ha, until it came out and it was complete shit. John, has Legends of Tomorrow been cancelled? No, but it also hasn't been renewed. Scott Edwards, The Flash, Superman and Supergirl teaming up would be awesome. Yeah, that's enough for me. That's going to be awesome. And hopefully they don't bring their sidekicks with them. I mean, obviously Lois has to be there. I think Arrowverse still has a lot of merit and it has its fans. So the CW is up for sale. So it'll be interesting what happens to Arrowverse after that. Probably be over on HBO Max. Scott Edwards, I'm going to hold out hope for Black Lightning and White Canary. Jude the 4th, the ratings for the CW shows have been going down. Yeah, look, it ain't really about ratings for those shows. They're sold internationally to Netflix and other streamers, and that's where they make their money. Harris Selick, the Flash viewership has been atrocious this season, though. Yes, the viewership isn't great, and the quality of the shows are not great. Arrowverse started so well. It kind of appeals to a different audience. I can say those shows are not made for us. They will continue to go down until the quality goes back up. Scott Edwards, if you were a betting man, would you bet on Melissa returning? I would, yes. It will be huge, and I think it will make a lot of people happy. I don't even know how Supergirl ended, where she is, if she went to space or if she's still on Earth. I don't know. Bat Super. I feel like superhero shows shouldn't be longer than 3 or 4 seasons, maybe just 2 seasons. Well, it depends. If they're doing well and you've got great leadership, I don't have a problem with them running. Smallville was amazing for a decade. Jude the 4th. I like the crossovers, though. That's their bread and butter. But I feel the Flash film will have a better team dynamic with Flash, Supergirl and Batman. Scott Edwards. Melissa was just tired of the show, still can play the character for special appearances and events. Melissa wasn't the only one tired of the show. Most of the audience was as well. Abraham Herrera, Arrowverse has a certain type of audience. It tried to stay, but couldn't keep watching. Yeah, it's not made for us. It's not made for us, and that's okay. That's fine. Marcus Walker, what network was Smallville on? It started off on the WB, and then the CW took over WB. WB was owned by Warner Brothers. It made shows like Buffy and things like that. And then CBS and WB merged, and it became the CW. Android 118XX, off topic, but what are your thoughts on the final season of Game of Thrones? I wasn't as triggered as some. Obviously, the coffee cup was embarrassing. It didn't end the way people thought it was going to end, But I think from the moment they killed off Ramsay Bolton a couple of seasons before, it wasn't the same show. There was no proper enemies anymore, you know, and they were killing off all the great characters, and it lost its verve. Harris Selleck, the CW shows should be 10, 13 episodes. Scott Edwards, what villain should they fight? Ooh, well, there must be a plan for the finale. I'm not sure. Reno Jack, maybe not a popular opinion, but the CGI in several scenes of the new It movies took me out of it several times. Tim Curry's take is so iconic for me. I agree. June the 4th, the Arrowverse is the hallmark movie channel of the comic book verse. Not much is put into it, but it has its audience. Exactly. Not everything has to be made for us. Yes, someone said there should only be 10, 13 episodes of Arrowverse. I think any more is slave labor. You shouldn't expect people to be working on 20, 25 episodes a year. It's disgusting. But in 2012, if Arrowverse was a movie universe instead of the DCEU, I think we would have been in Fine Fettle by now, because it's the kind of thing that the mainstream audience would have gobbled up. John, what did you think of John Barrowman in the Arrow TV series? Yes, John was very, very good as Malcolm Merlyn. He's kind of, in a way, similar to Lionel Luthor in Smallville. I think he was very good. Yes, I liked his character. He showed that he had a bit of range. June the 4th, as much as I'm a Flash fan, I only seen the first episode. I have 5 of the seasons on DVD. Maybe you should start checking it out. Season 1 is brilliant for any Flash fan, and I really liked season 2 with Zoom. June the 4th, John Barrowman. Oh, God. I'm not even going to read it. Alice Selleck, Flash got mid after season 3. I think it got mid from season 3. Same as Arrow. You know, they both started depreciating from their 3rd season, which is a shame, Reno Jack, who is your favourite Ninja Turtle? Do you know what? Individually, I couldn't tell you. I can't tell them apart. I'll say Michelangelo. There is a Michelangelo. The one who likes pizzas. Or do they all like pizzas? I don't know. Pizza? Pizza. June the 4th, I've seen an episode of Arrow. It was all right. Arrow seasons 1 and 2 were sensational. You failed this city. Android 118 XX really wish they made Jon Snow as the king from the Iron Throne. That's how it should have been. All that character and his arc building was all for nothing. Such a waste. Yep. Abraham Herrera, what else you seen, Jude? Imagine he's got 5 seasons of The Flash and he's never seen them. That is insane. Maybe he's rich. Maybe he's a collector. Bat Super, they should make season 4 of Batman Beyond. That would be fun. Imagine at the end of The Flash if they make Dean Cain the next Superman. Jude the 4th, I've seen Black Lightning. It started off good, but got very corny lol. Yes, I really like Black Lightning. I think the first series was very good. And unfortunately, they cancelled it. Oh, dear. Reno Jack, Bat Super, I have a lot of time for another season of Batman Beyond. Bat Super, I love Dean Cain as Superman. That was never my cup of tea. Brian Branch, hi, I love the cap. Thank you very much. Harris Selick, you excited for Moon Knight on Wednesday, Mick? Yes, I am. Looking forward to it. Episode 3. Apparently, episode 4 is off the scale. Can't talk about that though. Stop yawning. Bat Super, Reno Jack, same here. Abraham Herrera, nobody talks about Legends of Tomorrow, but it's the same story as everything else. Started off good, but went downhill. Yeah, when Arthur Darvill was in it as Rip Hunter, that's when it was at his best. Of course, we had to make White Canary the captain, didn't we? Jude DeForth, Moon Knight is background TV for me. It's okay. It's okay. Reno Jack, being a man of the people is tiring work, Mick. It certainly is. It certainly is. Being a Manchester United fan is tiring work. Abraham Herrera, I feel like Jude comes here to troll. It's up to him, isn't it? Jude DeForth, the Northman looks good though. Same director of The Lighthouse. Harris Selick, he literally does low. Harris Selick, the Northman is going to be sick. Bat Super, if only Andy Muschietti would drop a pic of something for the Flash. These 14 months are going to pass slower than intoxicated snail. Jude DeForth, I have a suave taste in media. Android 118 XX, what are your thoughts on Tom Hardy and Mad Max movie? It's a really good movie. It really is. Yes, I really liked it. I think it's an amazing movie. John, what do you think of X-Men Apocalypse? It's okay, yes. I really liked, wasn't that the one with, God, what's his name? The guy who plays Moon Knight. Yeah, Oscar Isaacs. I think he was all right. Abraham Herrera, Northman, with the girl from The Split. What's her name? No idea. Nicole Kidman's in it as well. It's one of those really hyped movies that everyone's decided is great. Yes, Harris Selick, Anya Taylor-Joy, that's who. She certainly gives a lot of joy. Jude DeForth, Bat Super, I agree. Hopefully we get the first trailer by August. Bat Super, did you like the Sin City movies and would you like to see Robert Rodriguez do another comic book movie? Yes, I like Sin City and I think Robert should be able to do whatever he wants. He's another genius. He's really stylistic, which I love. Bat Super. Jude DeForth, really hope so. Harris Selick, worst DC movie in your opinion? Oh, wow. Most disappointing, I think, is Birds of Prey, how they wasted those characters. But yeah, I mean, there's a few of them there, isn't there? But I don't know. I mean, I was disappointed with Birds of Prey. I was disappointed with Wonder Woman 84. I mean, as a kid, a lot of people may say Superman 4, but I went to the cinema and I really enjoyed that movie as a kid. Obviously, finding out what happened behind the scenes was disappointing. So, yeah, I mean, I try and love everything, but there are some that are disappointing. Jude DeForth, what's your favourite Tyler Perry film? Never seen one. John, we need a trailer for 4-4, Black Adam and Shazam 2. We most certainly do. Abraham Herrera, Robert is one of those chill creative dudes. He doesn't direct too many things, but when he does, brings crazy ideas and his A game, I agree. Harris Selick, what happened behind the scenes for Superman 4? Well, they chopped the budget. There wasn't a lot of budget for the movie, and the quality went down. There was some big ideas there, and it was disappointing. But I still enjoy going back to see the movie. CS the director. I heard we're getting another Jurassic World Dominion trailer this or next week. I don't know why we need so many trailers for movies. They're obsessed with the marketing. They don't trust us to go and see a movie without the hype and marketing. If there's no marketing, people get suspicious there's something wrong. It's the environment and culture we live in today. Harris Selick, Jurassic World is mid. Just like most films today, basically. Android 180XX, The Northman looks like it's going to be a great movie. I haven't gotten interest in a movie outside the superheroes genre for a long time. Finally, the director is great. I really liked his The Witch horror movie. Bat Super, The Question movie by Robert Rodriguez. Not seen it. Harris Selick, like The Question from DC, he has a movie. I love The Question. He's awesome. Yeah, he's a great character. He's great in the Justice League animated shows. Really good. Sister Director Mick, give us more thoughts on the gaming cinematic universe. Besides Sonic and Mario, what else would you like to see happen with it all? But build something massive like Endgame. Yeah, I mean, look, there's lots of things you could do with franchises, different franchises. I don't know a lot of gaming franchises. Street Fighter, you could do something very exciting with Street Fighter because it's beyond a game. It could be a serious thing where these Street Fighters have to fight each other to survive and building up to Bison. Isn't that his name? Who's the big fucking bad. And he's been pulling the strings. So there's lots of great things that you can do. Android 180XX, you should check it out, Mick, since you're getting bored of watching superhero movies. June the 4th, it would be cool if the Flash had a suit made out of kryptonite like Batfleck did in BVS. Not going to happen. John, what are your thoughts on the RoboCop movie? RoboCop is just more greatness from the 80s. Originality. Gremlins. RoboCop. E.T., Star Wars, Back to the Future, originality, something we haven't got today. Bat Super, Harris Selick, he doesn't, but Robert Rodriguez should make one. Harris Selick, Bat, oh, I get you. Here's the director. Wow, Mick, I see you're a Street Fighter fan. Nice. Do you like Mortal Kombat 2? Don't mind it. I did have the game Mortal Kombat versus DC, which I thought was great. I'd love to see a crossover there. Ahmed Hikal, when do you think we will get a Flash movie first trailer? Do you agree with me that it's going to be on January 2023? Yes, I don't expect anything from the Flash movie till 2023. Abraham Herrera, I was obsessed with RoboCop as a kid, so was I. Felt so brutal and real. It didn't feel real to me. It felt like gritty and a substantial world, but I didn't feel I was in the real world. I still felt I was given something escapism. And that's very important. Escapism is very important, and it's something we don't get much of today. They really want to keep us in this horrible world. John, they could do a Crash Bandicoot animated movie. They could. There's a lot of stuff they could do, and I'm sure they'll utilize it. but there'll be a lot of bad movies and lots of bad adaptations still. CS the director, yes, Mortal Kombat versus DC on animated would be awesome. It would. Harris Selick, do you like the Joker film? I think it's amazing. It's one of the best DC films ever made. I thought it was an amazing film. And Todd Phillips should have won the Oscar for Best Director. $1 billion. Over $1 billion. Abraham Herrera, yeah, real in the sense of the violence. It felt real. Harris Selick, couldn't agree more. The Joker film is sensational. It felt like something special. It felt like what we had with The Dark Knight. Such an original take. Ahmed Hicko, after the Flash leaks that we know, will they make, in your opinion, major changes when the theatrical comes out? There could be major changes, yes. Reno Jack, John Crash Bandicoot, a legendary game franchise, one of my absolute favourites. Bat Super, 80s, 90s and early 2000s was a special time for film. It certainly was. And you look back at that time with envy now, because it really is so ordinary now. And it's a shame. Ahmed Hicko, why? Why? Because too much has been leaked. Maybe they leaked it on purpose because they were going to make changes all the time. Android 118 XX. See, this is what I mean. The DCEU had so much potential. If it done well, we could have went to the next DCEU phase by having Mortal Kombat crossover and build the second DCEU around that. Yes, it'll be interesting. So much potential there that the mainstream audience would have embraced. But no. You've got to have the right people there. And WB has a growth of cancer building in the middle of it. And it seems like they're going to carry on with that. Ahmed Hicko, but the leagues are good. They don't have to change things. Abraham Herrera, we didn't know it, but we were living the best days of film. We were. I kind of took good films for granted, and now I miss them. Yes, I think we all do. John, do you like the Child's Play movies? I do, yes. Hey, bitch. Want to play? Yeah, Chucky's awesome. The first film's the best, for sure. Got a bit silly after that, but they're cool, yeah. He's a cool character. Jude the Fourth. I was just watching a clip from the first Sonic film. It looks like something made in the early 2000s. CGI heavy it is. Yes, you kind of would need a CGI heavy Sonic movie, wouldn't you? With the subject matter, how else can you do it? Bad Super, today every film is grounded or political. Also, we have too many reboots and remakes. Exactly. It's boring. Harris Selick, fave DC animated movie. Superman versus the Elite. CS the director, imagine a Streets of Rage movie. Wow, yeah, from Sega. And how Rotten Tomatoes and the woke stream audience would be enraged. Oh, yes, that'd be funny, wouldn't it? To see them losing their shit, losing their collective shit. Welcome to Movies TV Mad Live. If you're new, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you have subscribed, make sure you're still subscribed and smash the like button. Android 118 XX, what are your thoughts on the new Goz movie being cancelled due to the Snyder Cut being released? I don't think that's why it was cancelled. It was cancelled because Ava DuVernay's pitches were terrible. Jude the Fourth, you lot keep saying that Hollywood is lazy, but yet you like the Batman. Yes, it doesn't mean every film they do is shit. That film still has issues, but it's a really good film. But they are lazy, mostly. How many good films are there out there? Not many. They're creatively bankrupt. Verena Jack Lowell, Jude is so mad. That's one word for him, for sure. He's a propaganda merchant. John, I really enjoyed Child Play 1 and 2. After that, it got very bad. Yeah, they were milking the cow. A great phrase I'm going to use a lot. Hollywood love milking the cow. We all know that Lost only had to be a mini-series, but they milked the cow. Android 100XX, it would be cool to see a live-action Kratos movie being made. Who would you cast to play the character? I don't know the game. Sorry about that. Who would you cast? June the 4th, I'm not. No, I'm not. In a year and 2 months, I will be watching the greatest comic book ever, The Flash. We will see what happens. Bat Super, they need to stop making horror movies about ghosts and demons. It's like every movie, almost. Harry Selick, mate, you'll be lucky if they haven't pulled the plug by then. So true, so true. Reno Jack, the trash. The trash. Do you realise Iris West, my girl Kiersey, is only in one scene? They got my girl out of bed to be in the final scene when Henry Allen is exonerated. Imagine how bankrupt that is. How can Iris West just be in one scene in that movie? The trash. That's a good one. I'm looking forward to it. It's just disappointing with the delay and what's been going on with Ezra. Jude the 4th, typical Snyder fans, Lowell. You don't know that, Mick. Those leaks are 100% confirmed. One scene of Iris West. Abraham Herrera, that's why sci-fi horror is better, Bat Super. You never know what horrors are going to be out there. And, you know, a great example of that is an episode of Doctor Who called Midnight. That is so fucking scary. CS the director, they need to stop making anime based on fighting only demons. It's becoming boring, Mick. Do you watch any anime? I don't. Bat Super, Kiersey Clemens is so beautiful. She is, and she's a lot of fun as well. Harris Selig, I reckon they'll use some scenes from The Flash for a totally new movie, resetting the DCEU. Wouldn't surprise me. Android 118XX, what are your thoughts on the Martian Manhunter look from the Snyder Cut? Not a huge fan with the head and face. I thought it was great. I thought it looked cool, yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be the way I would have designed him, for sure. John, how many cameos do you think we will see in the Flash movie? I thought we were going to see loads. Now I'm thinking maybe not as many as I thought we'd see. Jude the 4th, she's all right. She's no Leah Seedox. She's brilliant. Brilliant. Kiersey's brilliant. She's just not a bandwagon. Kiersey's funny. Bat Super, Abraham Herrera. That's true. It's quite scary when you think about it. They could get really creative with it too. Harris Selick, the Batman on HBO Max in a few days. Yes, next week, next Monday. Exciting if you've got HBO Max. Guess who can't get HBO Max? Jude the 4th, she's a leftist like me, who Leah Sedux or my girl Kiersey. Reno Jack, have you ever played the Nintendo 64 GoldenEye game? Yeah, iconic game of my childhood. Oh, yeah. I used to have the Nintendo 64. And then I had a Super NES. The Super NES was my favorite game system. I'm a Nintendo man. Jude the 4th, both. Yeah, but Kiersey doesn't bore on about being a leftist. That's the difference. Some people can actually don't have to spend 24/7 boring people about politics. The most wrongest, corrupt way to run a world. And arguing with the other side is boring. John, and how many cameos do you think we will see in Doctor Strange 2? Oh, loads. It's the multiverse of cameos. That's what the film is. Harris Selick, Jude, your politics dictate your life, not me. Politics suck. Politics are boring. All sides are corrupt. They're making fun of us. When they see us arguing, they're laughing at us while they're collecting the green. Abraham Herrera, yeah, but only in the United States, right? I'm subscribed to HBO Max and never get movies on the same date as the US. Yeah, it's pathetic. What's the point of giving it to other countries if you can't get the same as the Americans? Jude the 4th, that's how it typically goes, mate. Politics is shit. Politics is boring. It's a snooze. And people who bore on about it 24/7 are basic and boring. Reno Jack, this is movies, TV mad, not politics. Contradism and mad. No, I know. I'm not interested in politics at all. I don't want to talk about politics. Harris Selick, the left and the right are the same people at the top, Imo. Yeah. The extreme left hate men. The extreme right hate everyone else. They're not the people to start extremists, and it's their voices we're hearing in political discussions. And we need new voices, sane voices, because they're insane. Both of those extreme sides are insane. Harris Selick, the left and the right are the same people. Oh, right, I read that. Right, 10 minutes of the chat left, so let's talk about entertainment. I will ignore anyone else who talks about politics. Don't get upset. Bat Super, I read the Batman is coming out on HBO Max platforms at the same time. Also, some other streaming services will have it. Well, hopefully it's on Amazon Prime and I can actually buy it. But I don't think it'll be available globally until it's left HBO Max. I've already ordered the 4K, not the Steelbook, because that's unavailable to me. Jude the 4th, which Superman is that hat based off of, lol? Oh, I don't know. I couldn't tell you that. But I love it. It was a present a long time ago, and I love it. Harris said it. We need a Firestorm HBO Max series. That would be cool. Everyone wants something, I'm afraid. It's like Christmas. Everyone can't get what they want. It's life. John, Mario games are one of the best soundtracks of all time. I love Mario games. They're the best. I never get bored. And Super NES is the best one I've ever played. Not Super NES, sorry. Super Mario Kart. Don't forget, 7 days a week at 10 a.m. UK time, it's Movies TV Mad Daily, live. And what we basically, I will update you with articles about DC live action news, views, the MCU, other film news. So don't miss it. It's 10 a.m. UK time. If you don't know what time that is in your territory, go and find out. Harris Selick, the Peacemaker format is perfect for CBM shows. I agree. Jude, the full Firestorm, they're just making everything now. They should do a Kid Flash and Wally West TV show. Now that would be cool, Jude. I love the Flash Rogues Gallery. I think it's some of the best villains, and I like those characters. Abraham Herrera, all these tags they put on you: left, right, woman, man, homosexual, rich, poor. It's all brainwashed. We are too complex to be put in a category. I agree with Abraham. I treat people individually. I don't care about their politics and how they identify as. That's for the stupid new generation. I call it welcome to the apocalypse. Reno Jack, when you were living in Hollywood, did you ever make it to Six Flags theme park? They have great rides based off of DC properties. Superman, the ride is one of my favorites. It's awesome there, yeah. I went with a woman there, yeah. Amazing. So cool, you're right. Wow, someone's actually heard of Six Flags. That's mad. But mostly when I was living in Hollywood, I was drunk. So Harris Selick, Six Flags is huge in America. It's literally something I did once. Jude the Fourth, why did you leave Hollywood? Didn't want to experience no eyes wide shut shenanigans. No, I've run out of money. I was too busy getting drunk and partying. I missed all my appointments for auditions and pitch meetings because I was always drunk. I was always going to parties. And it wasn't the best thing to do, but I had a good time. I ran out of money and I came home. So, great memories. I had fun. But it's an expensive place to live. That kind of lifestyle isn't easy to uphold. And in the end, I ran out of blags. Siesta Director, what do you think of Pacific Rim? WB takes so long to make these movies. We need a third one. Unlikely we'll see a third one. It was okay. I don't think it was anything special. Abraham Hera, oh yeah, ha ha ha. Superman the Ride takes people's wallets and money. You can see coins shining all over the grass as you fly like Superman. John, what is the news on Wonder Woman 3? Forbes have got an interview with Patty Jenkins and Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot will have something exciting to reveal with Forbes on Tuesday. And I believe strongly it's Wonder Woman 3 news. Reno Jack, haha, same Mick. I lived on Hollywood Boulevard for 2 years and the parties were wild, but it also can desensitize you to the glitz and glamour. Basically, you'll never change them. So don't go out there thinking you can change those people. You just have to embrace it. It's their world, and you're kind of populating it. Jude the Fourth, Chelsea destroyed Southampton on Saturday. Yes, but not looking good for the Champions League, though, is it? Harry Selick just to get destroyed by Madrid later this week, lol. I mean, I can't laugh anymore. United are an embarrassment. My Manchester United are just done with it. I want this season out of the way. It's terrible. Who knows? They may come back. Unlikely, but you never know. Harry Selick, Glazers ruined our club. They certainly did. But it all goes back to Sir Alex. A great manager made our dreams come true. But if it wasn't for his involvement with the horse racing owners and a fallout with a horse, the Glazers would never have been able to come into our club. Jude the Fourth, Man U is not an embarrassment. They are entertainment, lol. Not as entertaining as your club, going down the hill, losing a rich man and getting a bunch of scam artists. That's funny. Abraham Herrera, soccer fans are the craziest sport fans out there. We are. We're passionate. It's all about the banter, Abraham, when you're a soccer fan. Or we call it football, of course. There's only one football. That's our football. Harris Selick. Chelsea fans found their new owner in Benzema last week. That's a good one. I like that one. That's really good. That is such a good cuss, isn't it? Oh, I like that. Basically, American football isn't actually football. It's just egg chasing. John, are you going to watch Doctor Strange 2 day one? I don't know about day one. I have to see what my schedule is like. I definitely want to see it, though. Jude the Fourth, what's your club, Harris? Manchester United, like me. Chelsea, Chelsea, we're gonna have a blue day. Chelsea, 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 Chelsea. No one can move like the red tribe do. There's no man that can stand in our way. Show respect to the tribe that's red. I said, ooh. I said, yeah. Show respect to the tribe that's red. No one can move like the red tribe do. There's no man that can stand in our way. Harry Potterhead was expecting for a trailer, but instead got a Doctor Strange featurette. Yes, I like that featurette. Sam Raimi's just full of enthusiasm as ever. I love him. Jude DeFulflo, are you fans of Oasis as well for seeing Wonderwall? Terrible band for a terrible club. Reno Jack, do you follow UFC at all? No. Bat Super, the Batman Twitter account tweeted Vengeance is coming in just 1 week. Stream the Batman on HBO Max and own it on digital. It sounds like they are dropping it on other platforms as well. Now, this is interesting, Bat Super. Is this just in America, though, that you can own it on digital? Or would it be globally? I don't think I'll be able to own it next week on digital. But fucking hell, I hope I can. John, I hope we get a Batgirl trailer soon. Don't bank on it. Don't bank on it. Don't bank on anything from WB and DC. New owners, same shit. Harris Selick, dodgy criminal money made your club, Jude. Yeah, basically, yeah, corrupt. Where's your morality there, Jude, boy? Jude the Fourth, out of all the British comic book characters, they give us Moon Knight. I don't mind it. I think it's cool. I mean, they should do the Beano or the Dandy. I want to create a new superhero. And do you know what I'm going to call him? COVID Man. COVID Man, right? So COVID Man had an overdose of vaccine, so he got all these superpowers. Red Panda, the reviews for The Northman have been officially published, and it looks like it's a really good movie. Well, I never believe critics anyway. I'll say it's a good movie when I consume the fucker. They're all paid up members. It's all corrupt. I don't trust them at all. Obviously, the director is amazing. It probably is a great movie, but I hate all this bandwagon bollocks. They pick and choose what they like and they don't. Harry Potter, the new Fantastic Beasts 3 trailer was good too. Yes, it looks okay. Jude the Fourth, that's different, Mick. Everything is tied to dodgy blokes, sadly. Oh yeah, it's all blokes. There's never been a dodgy woman ever, has there? Siesta Director, COVID Man sounds interesting. I want to hear more about that. Well, I thought up some more. I don't even know what powers he's going to get, but he gets overdosed with a COVID vaccine. He goes a bit mad and he thinks if he gives himself lots of vaccine, then he'll never get COVID and he won't have to follow the rules. Bat Super, that's a good point. Might just be in the US. Yes, this is why it's frustrating. We'll have to wait. We won't be able to watch it digitally until it goes off of HBO Max. It's so pathetic. Not only is it bad enough they don't let us have HBO Max globally, but they won't let us have the digital release at the same time. It's so pathetic. Harry Selick, COVID Man should get power-ups for every booster shot. Ha ha ha. Abraham Herrera, don't trust nobody. Everything is corrupt from politics down to the entertainment industry. Yep. Reno Jack, I noticed that Ezra has no dialogue in the Fantastic Beasts trailer. Does his character not talk? Are they leaving some room to remove him from the film, lol? I've never watched those films. They can't get rid of Credence. Credence is one of the most interesting, important things of the films. John, did you ever watch Danger Mouse and what your thoughts on it? I love Danger Mouse. Danger Mouse, he's amazing. Danger Mouse. Jude the Fourth, as much as I'm a proud London boy, the North have the better environment except the birds. They look ghastly up there. Not even I would say something like that in public. Manchester women are amazing. But the best women, Scottish women. Bat Super, on the app I'm using, it's listed in the cinema film at home, which means it comes out before the Blu-ray. But there is no date specifically either. I'm super confused. Yeah, they don't make anything easy, do they? They know what they're talking about. Nobody else effing does. Siesta Director, here's a throwback, Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse is going to save the day. I used to love Mighty Mouse. He was cool as well. Mighty Mouse was brilliant. And what about Banana Man? And nobody ever remembers Dr. Snuggles. Reno Jack, how about Secret Squirrel and Morocco Mole? Never heard of them. Jude the Fourth, most women up north look like Ralph Rangnick, lol. Jude, I think you should stop it now, don't you? I'm sure you're God's gift, mate. I really, yeah, you know. John, David Jason was the voice of Danger Mouse. He was, yes. Jude the Fourth. Do I like Paul Pogba? Do I like Paul Pogba, though? I don't. Useless player. He's been crap for United, and he's part of the problem. Pogba out. Pogba out. Pogba out. Can't wait till he leaves the club. Useless sack of SHIT. Reno Jack, low mixed a deadpan looks cracks me up every time. Jude the Fourth, I like him. You would, wouldn't you? You got bad taste in everything and everyone. Harris Selick, Pogba fans are unbearable, yeah? Not surprising, Jude the Fourth one then. Pogba has been useless at United. He's caused all the problems behind the scenes, right? They lose a game, and him and flipping, what's his face, are dancing in the changing rooms. We need to get rid of about 12 players, and thank God he's going. I never wanted him to re-sign anyone, so he ain't upsetting me by going. Abraham Herrera, I like that hat, Mick. It's so good, isn't it? Superman, I knew that you would. Oops. Siesta Director, Mick, I get a kick how you roast Jude the Fourth. Harris Selick, I'm convinced Jude waits for us to give our opinions just so he can say the opposite, lol. Yeah, he's one of those people, isn't he? He's comic relief, though, isn't he? He's a bit like Leo Getz, played by Joe Pesci in Lethal Weapon. Okay. Anything you want, Leo Getz. Okay. Harris, oh no, I already read that. Sons and daughters, love and laughter, tears and sadness and happiness. We will find out our sons and daughters are what we too were once about. Reno Jack, Jude Pesci, Jude Pesci. Okay. You want your pen? Here's your fucking pen! Siesta Director, any DC updates on Twitter? Not that I know of, but we will check. I've been on here, so I haven't been checking, because I don't expect anything to be. Bat Super, a Korean website, is releasing the Batman on digital the 18th. Hopefully some of the other platforms will do the same. That's interesting. Well, I hope I can get it on Amazon, because that's the only place I can get it here. John, it is good that Sam Raimi is back to directing. Oh yeah, I love Sam. Android 180XX, what are your thoughts on X-Men? Which do you prefer, the earlier X-Men movies or the later young version? No, X-Men 1 and 2 is the GOAT. Two of the best comic book movies ever made. Listen to this. This is so funny. Do you want to hear something really funny? Will Ferrell joins Margot Robbie in Greta Gerwig's live-action Barbie movie. Would you believe he'll be playing the head of a toy company that may or may not be Mattel? Oh dear, that's so funny. June the 4th, X-Men is Marvel's greatest property. You're probably right. And Kevin Feige's going to ruin it. No news, my friend. There's nothing going on here. But I will catch you up with all the news tomorrow on the Movies TV Mad Daily, 10 a.m. UK time. Find out what time that is where you are. If you're asleep, set your alarm clock. We're going to be reading out articles and I'm going to update you with everything 7 days a week. Android 180XX. Is this Barbie a comedy movie? It's a feminist Barbie movie, basically, right? It's a joke. These people are a joke. And look, Will Ferrell is brilliant, but it's not like he's a trend anymore, is it? June the 4th, lol, you're only saying that because on the TV show, Harris. Yeah, good point. The X-Men 1 and 2 shit all over Daredevil, Harris. Sorry that we have to disagree there. And it makes me really uncomfortable and cringed out that I'm agreeing with Jude, but I have to here. Android 180XX, apart from Wolverine, who is your favourite X-Men character? Oh, Sir Patrick Stewart's Professor X, Ian McKellen's Magneto. Brilliant. June the 4th, Greta is a good director. Yes, Greta is a good director. And somehow Margot Robbie has convinced her to direct a feminist Barbie movie. Good luck with that. Harris Selick, ha ha ha. Margot Robbie has gone round the bend. And I ain't watching no fucking Barbie movie. Obviously, she's probably going to murder Ken or something. These people in this industry today, I mean, they're a joke. People, in 50 years' time, Hollywood of then will be laughing of Hollywood of now. It's so funny. Reno J, how many of this low actually read comic books? Oh, do you mostly just watch the films? I don't read comics. I'm a live action fan. I'm a DC live action fan. I don't read books. So I don't read comics. I don't have the concentration. I know it's my loss. I wish I could, but I just don't have the concentration all the time. Bat Super, if Wolverine comes to the MCU, they have to put him in the suit. People will be comparing a new actor to Hugh Jackman, so at the very least, they should make him look different. I think they should just leave. At least Wolverine alone. I've got a feeling they're going to bring Hugh Jackman back. Big mistake. Considering he said he'd never come back after Logan, if he does that, I will lose respect for him. Not that he cares. Harris Selleck, they're going to try to make Ken define toxic masculinity like with Black Mask, ha ha ha. Oh yeah, it's the same old trick all over again. It's hilarious. They just can't help themselves. Toxic masculinity is the biggest problem in the world, according to them. They're clowns. They are clowns. I can't even be angry. I can't even take them seriously. That's super. Barbie will cheat on the toxic white male Ken with a POC. Yep, and it's okay. Jude the 4th, are you lot even going to watch the Barbie film? It's not for blokes like you. No, I ain't going to watch it. Who is it for, though? Who's going to watch that? What little girl's going to go, ooh, a feminist Barbie movie? That'd be good. No one. Harris Selleck, they're a joke at this point, and they are. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. They're actually going to pour money into this. They're actually giving Greta Garwick so much money, she couldn't fucking say no. It's hilarious. Oh, gosh, she's so hot. Oh, excuse me, I'm on Instagram. Bloody hell, man. It's all right. Jesus Christ. Ronnie Josh, hey mate, just came out watching Fantastic Beasts. What did you think, Ronnie? Android 118XX. Next will be toxic masculinity and toxic femininity for the gender neutralists. Jude the 4th, I'll watch it because I'm not biased. I'm not biased. Well, you're a guy, right? You like them slaughtering your gender? When it fails, I'm going to laugh so hard. So hard. John, what do you think the merchandise is going to be for the Barbie movie? Barbie wearing trousers? Ronnie George, I thought it was good. Ezra was good, quite good, to be honest. Better than the last. Yes, the reviews have been very positive, Ronnie. Very positive. 58 million so far. It's been released in 20 countries internationally. Not bad. Reno Jack just looked up Greta Garwick, IMDb. Outside of Isle of Dogs, I don't see anything worth a squirt. Exactly. Android 180XX. Bit like Patty Jenkins, really. Android 180XX. Would you rather live in the Lord of the Rings world or Harry Potter world? Oh, Harry Potter's a lot safer. She's the director. We need a new Terminator movie when he's all muscles, kicks ass and shirtless like the 80s. Imagine how Rotten Tomatoes would react. That's super. I'm all for female empowerment, but Barbie, no thanks. Ha ha ha. I would rather watch paint dry. Jude the 4th, Ladybird. Don't worry, Margot Robbie will destroy Greta Garwick's career like she destroyed Cathy Yan's career. How many times has she retweeted or liked Cathy Yan's tweets? Never. Recast Harley Quinn. That's why I say Android 108XX. Imagine a female Mr. Bean. Ronnie Dodge, with Wonder Woman 3, just hope Patty goes all put with it like loads of action. Just please, all I'm asking. Problem is she can't really direct action. Harris Selick, Margot Robbie, is everything wrong with Hollywood today? Oh yeah. Oh, bless me. Well, she enjoyed getting a good going over by Will Smith, didn't she? But she's so empowered. She's so empowered. How many films has she been in bikinis, right? And you know what else, Daddy? Yeah, so empowered, Margot. Ronnie Dodge needs Cersei to be the villain for the third movie. What, so she can ruin her like she did Cheetah? Jude DeForth, Margot Robbie is an Australian beauty. Marcus Walker, female Mr. Bean, isn't that just Janet Street Porter? Oh, I like Janet. Janet makes me laugh. Android 118 XX. In terms of beauty, Scarlett Johansson or Margot Robbie? I say Scarlett, but I think they're both overrated. Bat Super, imagine if they announced Zack Snyder's Wonder Woman 1854 set in the Crimean War. Oh, I'd love that. He's so busy now, though. Siesta director and Terminator partner is a hot chick with a launcher saying she's the real bad chick. And here, while she blasts away, imagine the woke feminist protest this would cause. Oh, yeah, it'd be fun, wouldn't it? John, was Margot Robbie in Neighbours? She was in Neighbours, yes. That's when good neighbors become good friends. Reno Jack Lowell, these woke men are a sucker for the flesh and don't care about substance. Yeah, exactly. She's not all that. Overrated. And Margot shows a lot of flesh in a lot of movies, doesn't she? Let's be honest about that. Still made the movies though, didn't she? Bat Super, Reno Jack, but the flesh is some substance to me. Bat Super, just kidding. Jude DeForth, Meat Gallery lol. Android 108 XX. Which action star you like the most? Sylvester Stallone or Arnold Schwarzenegger? Stallone is a legend. He did Rocky. He did Rambo. Stallone's more talented as well. Great director, great writer. Rocky is the greatest franchise ever. Alex, not interested in Wonder Woman 3 if Patty Jenkins is directing, which she is, unfortunately, yes. Unless we get a shock announcement. She is the director. Margot looked amazing in Suicide Squad. And you know what else, Daddy? It's all going to be short skirts around here from now on. Creation K, hey all, I guess the stream is probably ending soon, Low. Yes, afraid so, nearly been on air for 2 hours. John, Margot shows a lot in Wolf of Wall Street. She certainly does. Jude DeForth, Stallone or Schwarzenegger, Low? I think you mean who needs hooked in on phonics more, Low. Just kidding, I like Stallone because of Rocky. Creation K, Wonder Woman 3, not too sure. Android 118 XX, what do you think of the Creed movies? Mid. Alex, they won't remove her because she's a woman, despite Wonder Woman 84. Disaster. Harris Sally, Zoe Kravitz is better than them all. Yeah, I think she's overrated as well. I don't think there's a super fine, super hot celebrity anymore. Creation K, Harry Selick, that's a big call. You think she's better? Vivian Lee. Now that was a woman. That was a lady. Android 118XX. What do you think of Arnold's Total Recall movie? Great movie, in my opinion. Oh, amazing. They did give him some great movies, especially the sci-fi ones. Running Man, Total Recall, amazing. Marcus Walker. If a woman has to direct Wonder Woman 3, then it should be Deborah Chow. I imagine if it could get Catherine Bigelow or Chloe Zhao. Creation K. Got to say, Pfeiffer is top for me in terms of character, and then Hathaway. Definitely Pfeiffer. Not Hathaway for me, though. Pfeiffer was amazing because she was beautiful and she could act. She wasn't even supposed to get the Catwoman gig. Creation K, yeah, I was talking about the acting bit, but I get you. Right. Harris Selick, what about Maggie Gyllenhaal? Ha ha ha, just kidding. Oh, I like Maggie. Arnold 108XX, she scared me as a kid in Batman Returns movie. Wow, that scared you? Reno Jack, Jessica Alba trumps all as far as looks are concerned. I don't care what anyone says. Yeah, Jessica Alba was fucking hell. She was made. She wasn't born. Beautiful woman. Beautiful woman. Harris Selick, Reno Jack, great take. Yeah, Jessica Alba's perfect. That woman is literally perfect. It was like someone created her in a lab. Creation K, Marcus Walker, good point. But Bigelow seems to be staying away from the comic circle, probably for the best. Harris Selick, Jude back at it. Jude the Fourth, born a terrible actress. Android 118XX. What do you think of the recast choice for Rachel in The Dark Knight? Well, it's a great choice, but it was disappointing we couldn't have consistency with that role. But in terms of casting, yeah, it worked. Something dodgy went on there. Why didn't she come back? I don't want to wait till it's over. Jude the Fourth, name me your top 5 Alba films then. Not of you, Canelo. No, I'm not interested in her as an actress. But I can name 2. Fantastic Four 1, Fantastic Four 2, the Silver Surfer. She was in that James Cameron series, which was pretty awesome, by the way. But no, I mean, you know, it's all about looks with her. Harris Selick, Maggie was better than Katie Holmes. Yeah, Katie Holmes didn't really perform well in that movie. John, Jessica Alba was great in Fantastic Four and Sid City. Yeah, she's not. Look, listen. She's not a good actress. That's super. I really wish Billy Crudup could have been in The Flash. He's perfect as Henry Allen. He is. I think something dodgy went on there as well. Android 108XX. What are your thoughts on the recast choice for Evie in The Mummy 3? Crap. You don't recast Evie. Creation K, Android 108XX. Gyllenhaal did a great job taking over, the reins, and the change was quite seamless. I thought so anyway. I agree. Harris Selick, they should bring in Wally West after firing Ezra. They're not going to fire Ezra, but they should certainly bring in Wally West. I tell you what, though, Patrick Wilson would have made a great Reverse Flash. Really good. Reno Jack, Sin City is better than Margot Robbie's whole career. Creation K, anyone know why Weiss didn't return for Mummy 3? Well, looking at that movie, do you blame her? Rachel Weisz is amazing. She's amazing in The Fountain as well. Harris Selick, I mean, not now, but he'll probably be in some new scandal by the time The Flash comes out. Creation K probably would have been better with her in it. Maybe slightly, but the film would have been, you know. Jude the Fourth, Daniel Craig's wife. Oh, poor woman. Android 108XX, I don't think she got on well with the director. That's super. I have seen Equilibrium. So have I, with Christian Bale. That movie is amazing. It certainly is. It's an amazing movie. People are sleeping on all these great movies. Crashing Cat. I see Android 180X. Crashing Cat. Also watched Jaws the other day for the first time. Top film. Yes, it is. The first one is for sure. Jude the Fourth, poor woman. Daniel Craig is proper representation of today's male, and he's a feminist just like me. Yeah, he hates men. He hates men. Yeah, so I don't like him. He ruined James Bond, by the way, as well, with his woke shit. Reno Jack, how about Hostels with Christian Bale? Enjoyed that one. Also never seen it. Android 180XX, do you think they should remake the Jaws movies again? No. Harris Selick, Jews has to be trolling. No, I actually think he's really this annoying. Apparently, all the other YouTube channels rejected him, and I was his only option. John, what are your thoughts on the movie American Psycho with Christian Bale? Absolutely amazing. How he didn't get an Oscar for that role, I don't know, because he's English. He's English and he's Welsh. He hasn't got Hollywood DNA, you see. Harris Selick, American Psycho is elite. Yes, and Christian Bale is elite. I mean, some people say he wasn't really acting in that film. Android 108XX, Bale was too good in that film. He was. Of course, Christian Bale was a child actor. He was in Empire of the Sun. Reno Jack, I love Daniel Craig's impersonation of Foghorn Leghorn in Knives Out, lol. Never seen it, thankfully. Jude the Fourth, Jonathan Pryce, Anthony Hopkins are Welsh, yes? Maybe they have Hollywood DNA as well as the Welsh stuff. Who knows, eh? Anyone who's successful in Hollywood has Hollywood DNA. Crashing Gate, American Psycho was a tough watch, got to say, but some scenes make it worthwhile, just a few that are best to skip past long. Reno Jack, low, it's terrible when Daniel Craig is doing a psychotic southern accent. Harris Selick, have you ever seen Nightcrawler? No. Android 108XX, his American Psycho morning routine. Margot Robbie redid that scene for Variety, I think. Boring. Jude the Fourth, you haven't seen the Knives Out film. It's the masterpieces. Yeah. Rian Johnson, the king of the masterpiece. So good, they've been forced to. The sequel was forced to go on streaming. Creation K, Harry Selick, another good film with Jake Gyllenhaal. Right, one more comment, then I'm off. Wow. Jude the 4th, it's called a Netflix deal. Yeah, streaming instead of cinema. I wonder why. Android 108XX, what is the worst movie you have ever seen? The Haunting. Harris Selick, Creation K, fantastic film. Creation K, Rian Johnson possibly more hated than Jar Jar Binks, but no one tops the Sith Lord Kennedy. Yes, someone else who isn't in her position for merit. John, great live today, Mick. Thank you very much, my friend. I enjoyed doing it, as ever. This has been Movies TV Mad Live. I am Mick, your host with the most. Just ask your girlfriends and your wives, please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss this beautiful perfection. Reno Jack, I love how much you hate The Haunting, lol. It's such a boring film. Android 180 XX. Do you know Dennis the Menace? Loved that character from childhood. Yes, definitely. I love Dennis the Menace. Harris Selick. See you, Mick. See you, Harris. Thank you, everyone. Until we see each other again. Creation K, yeah, 5 minutes of Mick's live, better than 10 hours of the last MCU films, lol. Thank you very much. Trill J, Wonder Woman 3, finna revive. A lot of DC love. Trill J, you've literally just come in as I'm going. I've been here for over 2 hours. And you've come in with that hot take. Wonder Woman 3, finna revive. A lot of DC love. Wow, that's a hot take, isn't it? My poll for the final time has 26 votes. Are you excited for Wonder Woman 3? Yes, 54%. No, 46%. That was a close one. Creation K, see you, Mick. See you later, my friend. So until we see each other again, goodbye. Au revoir. Alfie, the same. See you again soon. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming in. It was a great live. Reno Jack, stay legendary, sir. You too, Reno Jack. Thank you very much for coming in. Thank you for your support, everyone. Even Duke the 4th. See you later.